Hey students, this is 6.3 review. On this one, we're going to review solving absolute value equations. You can see that there's an example here that you can go ahead and use. Refer back to that checklist here of what you should do to solve an absolute value equation. And this first equation, you will notice that the first step says get the absolute value term by itself. We have that here, the absolute value of x plus 4, that's all by itself there. So what we're going to do is go to step 2, make two equations. Remember that the absolute value of negative 10 will equal 10, and also the absolute value of 10 will equal 10. So hence our two equations. One is x plus 4 equals negative 10, and the other is x plus 4 equals 10. 4 from both sides to solve this. And this solution, x equals 6, is probably the obvious solution that you probably thought of before you even did any of this work, because 6 plus 4 is 10. But what some students will think of is x equals 6 is one of the solutions, and that means x equals negative 6 is the other solution. That isn't true always, and actually most of the time it's not true. If you put negative 6 in here and add 4, you'll actually get negative 2. An absolute value of negative 2 is definitely not equal to 10. But let's go ahead and finish solving. Solve this other equation that we wrote here. Subtract 4 from both sides, and we get x equals negative 14. And checking that solution, negative 14 plus 4 is equal to negative 10. And the absolute value is going to turn that into 10. At this point, I'm going to ask that you do questions 2 through 4. Try those 3. Go ahead and last video, and then start back up when you get to question 5. I'd like to show you how to do that. It's a little bit different. We have to do one more step to solve that. Okay, I hope you are successful finding the answers to those problems. On number 5 now, we have to do the first step here. It says, first get the absolute value term by itself. In problem number 5, you'll notice a minus 2 right here, outside the absolute value before the equal sign. That's the part we have to get rid of. We need to isolate the absolute value before we start thinking about what the solutions are. So adding 2 to both sides gives us the absolute value of y minus 8 equals 7. We have the absolute value all by itself. We can go ahead and write our 2 equations. Y minus 8 is equal to negative 7, and y minus 8 equals 7. Adding 8 to both sides gives us y equals 1, and y equals 15. Now you should go ahead and check those answers. If we do 1 in here for y, we do 1 minus 8, that's negative 7. We do the absolute value of that, that's 7. Minus 2 equals 5. And the other solution, 15. Put 15 in here. Subtract 8, that's positive 7. The absolute value of that is 7 minus 2 also equals 5. So they check. Go ahead and finish up the absolute value equations on this page. And then we're going to go on to the next video, which is reviewing lesson 6.